Let's also now bring in our guests. We have the Congress spokesperson, Radhika Khera. We have a lawyer, Swapnil Kothari, and we also have political analyst Desh Ratan Nigam joining us this evening. Good to have all of you with us here on CNN News 18. Radhika, I'd like to begin the conversation with you. How is the Congress today feeling? We're getting multiple reactions coming in saying justice might have been delayed, but it's been delivered.
Absolutely, justice has been delivered. And Ridhima, what is most important is that when the entire opposition is fighting for that, the fact that democracy continues in the country, this is a very welcome and something that was going to give us even much more energy to fight for the people. And what is most important, like Pallavi was also saying, I'd like to take that forward. The same way that they were so in a hurry to make Rahul Gandhi ji, leave his house. They were in a hurry to ensure that he does not stay even one more day in that house. They were in a hurry to, now ensure that he does not attend parliament. Although we don't expect that the Bharatiya Janata Party will do that, but if they have any shame left, I would like to use that word. If they have even, chullu bhar bhi sharam reh gayi hai agar, so they will immediately reinstate it and they will ensure that he is there for the no confidence motion and when the Prime Minister is speaking. And also they will immediately give him his house back with the same respect that he deserves. They're not disrespecting him. All those MPs of the Janata Party in Lok Sabha and all those people, it's a tight slap on every person's face who came on and criticized Rahul Gandhi ji and tried to make this false narrative that the Bharatiya Janata Party created with the leader of the IT cell, Amit Malviya, posting all sorts of nonsense and trying to defeat Rahul Gandhi ji. So it isn't, and also I welcome the stand that the Supreme Court has taken and has also given it out to for the public to see and know how the faisla of the court was earlier and how the maximum punishment was given for no reason. There have been other instances also, and the way that the Bharatiya Janata Party tried to portray even the Prime Minister in their speeches.
But Radhika, not taking away from anything that you said, that yes, it's a big relief. Yes, questions have been asked as far as the maximum punishment was concerned. But the court has also been very, very categorical and in a way chided Rahul Gandhi in the language that he's spoken, that he should have known better. He is a public figure. That is also something that the Congress will have to keep in mind going forward.
Absolutely. The Supreme Court has said that. But I'm not trying to justify anything, but he has not said anything which is similar to 50 crore ki girlfriend. He has not said anything similar to Congress ki vidhva, Jersey guy, which was used for Sonia ji, and the hybrid bachra, which was used for Rahul ji, and the kind of abuses that we've seen coming from the Prime Minister himself, who has insulted the chair he sits in by saying that Purva Pradhan Mantri Dr. Manmohan Singh raincoat pehen ke nahate hain. I hope that the Prime Minister and his entire government also learn something and try to change the way that they talk. It is again, like I would say, these are the kind of things that are now, if you go back to time, the kind of, if you see parliament proceedings of when the UPA was in power, the kind of, the discussions that were there, nobody ever used this kind of language. And here again, Rahul Gandhi ji has not abused anyone. We have to be very, he has not used any kind of language. He just said a normal thing. And again, like the defamation, he has not said anything which has harmed anyone. Defamation means that it has affected me personally, or if you file in a case, affected you personally. It has not harmed anyone. And the Prime Minister has gone on to say so many things.
Point made, Radhika. But as I said, that is something that the Congress will have to keep in mind, specifically Rahul Gandhi, as he goes forward. Desh Ratan Nigam, I'd like to bring you also in the conversation. The Congress is saying, yes, justice has been delayed, but it's been delivered. They're also hitting out at the BJP, saying that you can create whatever sort of false narrative you want. Ultimately, the justice has been delivered from the top court.
Ridhima, in fact, the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi took place on account of refusal of stay of conviction by the Sessions Court, which was challenged in the High Court, which did not interfere with that decision. And then they came to the Supreme Court. That conviction has been stayed, but the final word on justice is yet to be delivered in appeal by the Sessions Court. So there is to say that the justice has been done, the final, and suppose, for example, if the judgment of the Sessions Court comes before the 2024 elections, then what? Please ponder on that question. Then the entire disqualification will come into the picture again. So today they have got an interim relief and this will all subject to the appeal in the Sessions Court, which is still pending,
Okay.
where they have already challenged. So to jump now is something. It's fine, but what was argued in Supreme Court? 2 years punishment is too harsh.
Yeah.
Lesser punishment should have been given. Yes, I am guilty of what I have done, but lesser punishment should have been given. So then this disqualification from the Lok Sabha membership would not have come, and he would have contested the election. This was the crux of the argument before Supreme Court. You admit the guilt on one hand, subject to the outcome of the appeal, and then you say justice has been done. I mean, I find this very ironical. This is just an interim relief. Obviously, the real word will come, real justice will come when this appeal in the Sessions Court is decided against the trial court order.
But Desh Ratan Nigam, before I bring Swapnil in, also you would also agree for politics, optics is almost 50% as far as the story is concerned. And the Congress and the united opposition today will want to make this point that this is a false narrative that was built as far as the BJP is concerned. Today, we've seen multiple reactions that have come in from the Congress, who are extremely confident that this will now mean the end or the defeat as far as the BJP is concerned. The opposition is saying this will just add another fillip as far as our strength to take on the NDA is concerned.
Ridhima, in fact, I am fine if the Congress thinks that Rahul Gandhi today has a level playing field with the BJP, good enough. Let them contest it out on the roads, on the fields and in rallies. But I am sure BJP is well equipped to handle such a situation. Prime Minister is well equipped. The President of the BJP is well equipped, and the NDA is well equipped. And the numbers and the strength, as we saw in the Lok Sabha during Delhi Ordinance, Delhi Services Bill, is a clear indication. Even the path is quite clear in the Raj Sabha. So I don't think there is any issue as of now. Yes, political battles will have to be, fought in political arena.
Okay.
And all the best to Rahul Gandhi if he thinks he's got a level playing field now.
Okay. Swapnil, I want to bring you in and I just want to, break down this entire story for our viewers better from a legal perspective. If I understand this correctly, what we've heard from the court is only a stay as far as the conviction is concerned and not the disqualification. One, is that correct? Secondly, could you talk to us about what is the next legal steps that the Congress and Rahul Gandhi's team will have to take to ensure that his status as an MP is reinstated?
Well, I think, first of all, you're absolutely right. It is correct to say that the stay means you render the conviction. A stay on conviction renders the conviction non-operative. It doesn't render the conviction non-existent. For that, the conviction has to be quashed. Now, it has been shunted back to the Sessions Court, where the appeal was made. Now, the appeal will be heard de novo, with all arguments which were put in place. Today, the thrust of the argument was that basically the stay on conviction should be there because 2 years was supposedly arbitrary. It was a maximum punishment under Section 500 IPC. And that's the reason there were no cogent reasons behind that particular sentencing. So what craftily the counsel tried to do was obviously plant a doubt in the minds of the judge, saying that this was possibly done with a political objective in mind, although it was given by the court. And court judges can, have a little bit of, or it was done arbitrarily, as the word that we use, not with any objective, but arbitrarily, where there was no reason given behind 2 years. So that is the reason which has impacted his Lok Sabha standing. Now, having said that, what the appeal will decide will be actually whether or not the statement made by Mr. Gandhi fell within the 4 corners of Section 499 IPC, which is defamation. Now, to me, when you make a statement saying that all Modis are like this or like that, obviously you may not take the name of someone, but we all know to whom it refers to. Primarily, these are called innuendos in law. And innuendos do form part of the defamation, the law of defamation. Now, to say that the BJP may have done similar things, obviously Congress is free to file similar cases against the BJP people who make these kind of inappropriate or intemperate remarks. Now, the thing is that as far as the second part is concerned, going forward, what does Mr. Rahul Gandhi do? I don't think, looking at the larger picture, 2024 elections are going to be impacted in any manner. Because I think BJP is going to, literally cruise through as far as that particular point is concerned. Because this one particular decision, even if its conviction was quashed, makes no difference, because other than that, you need political mileage, you need political achievement. Now, as far as going forward on the legal aspect is concerned, what the Lok Sabha needs to do, it needs to wait for a copy of the order. To my knowledge, a stay on the conviction does not automatically entitle anybody back into the Lok Sabha. You need to be very cautious before you tread that ground. Otherwise, you will have the petitioner going back to the court, to the Supreme Court. My advice would be to the defense team that please go back to the Supreme Court even after you get an order in the hand and go for a clarification of the order, asking that whether or not we should go back. And most likely the Supreme Court will say that is the decision that the political authorities need to make.